China didn't release an update. They released a verdict. No press conference followed. No dramatic announcement echoed across the media. No countdown. No briefing room lights. Just a quiet upload. Raw FITS files. Photometric intensity curves. Astrometric position logs. Multi-filter readings. Timestamped data streams. They slipped into national archives like routine administrative paperwork. But to the scientists who opened those files, nothing about them felt routine. They didn't see data. They saw confirmation. Confirmation of the one scenario astronomers across the West had privately hoped would never materialize. China's new observations of 3I, Atlas, recorded during the most suspicious 36-hour blackout in modern astronomy, didn't merely fill a missing gap. They rewrote the entire timeline. The data showed an interstellar object brightening when it shouldn't. Expanding its coma in ways no current physical model predicts. Reshaping its tail structure in direct contradiction to earlier readings captured by Western telescopes. Behaving with a stability and precision no natural comet should ever display. And the strangest part of all? Nothing about the object changed. Yet everything did. As if 3I, ATLAS wasn't waiting for solar heat. Wasn't waiting for proximity. It was waiting for absence. Waiting for the gap. Waiting for silence. Waiting for the moment only one nation would be watching. China's discovery didn't introduce a new mystery. It confirmed the one we've been quietly denying for years. The blackout mattered. Because in astronomy, the timeline is everything. And the timeline was wrong. On July 1, 2025, Chile's Atlas survey first detected the object. Only the third confirmed interstellar visitor in human history. From the very first orbital calculations, something felt off. It wasn't just fast. It was unnaturally fast. With heliocentric speeds approaching 209,000 km per hour, its trajectory clearly didn't belong to our Sun. Western observatories reacted immediately. Hubble aligned. JWST queued observations. VLT locked targets. Gemini synchronized tracking. A rare moment of global scientific coordination. And then, right as the object entered its most sensitive and revealing phase, everything went dark. For exactly 36 hours, 5 major Western observatories were offline. Gyroscope realignments. Mirror maintenance cycles. Instrument swaps. Mission reprioritization. All scheduled independently. Yet aligned with uncanny precision. Not coincidence. A window. During that window, 3I, ATLAS slipped dangerously close to the Sun's glare. The precise moment when a comet should reveal its true physical nature. Peak outgassing. Jet activation. Dust-to-gas ratios. Rapid coma expansion. Nucleus stress fractures. Moments astronomers rely on to determine what an object truly is. A natural comet would have nothing to hide. An unnatural one would have everything to reveal. The West closed its eyes. China didn't. High-altitude observatories across Tibet, Qinghai, and Yunnan remained fully operational throughout the blackout. No maintenance cycles. No scheduling conflicts. No instrument changes. The skies above them were dark, thin, stable, and perfectly aligned. While Western telescopes slept, China kept watching. They recorded uninterrupted data. Astrometric positions. Coma expansion velocities. Tail morphology changes. Multi-band photometry. Dust grain size distributions. Brightness evolution curves. Every exposure timestamp to millisecond precision. Every FITS file streamed through redundant fiber links into Beijing and Nanjing servers. And what they recorded was not what Western scientists expected to see when the blackout ended. The coma didn't just grow. It expanded sunward. The tail didn't simply form. It elongated at a rate beyond natural expectation. Brightness surged by 0.3 magnitudes in just hours. Dust profiles shifted toward large, carbon-rich grains. Inconsistent with the object's assumed chemical history. China didn't fill the gap. China exposed it. By mid-July, JWST and Spherex had already flagged anomalies. A coma dominated by carbon dioxide. Not water ice. A thermal signature unlike any comet native to our solar system. But during the blackout, as solar radiation peaked, China observed something far more disturbing. A structured brightness surge. A measurable expansion wave. A reorganization of the surrounding dust cloud. Not random sublimation. A response. A pattern. When Western observatories came back online, the time series was broken. The object had moved more than 1.2 million kilometers. Enough distance to permanently blur any high-resolution reconstruction. China's data stitched the missing hours together as if nothing had been lost. And when scientists aligned the full combined dataset, the conclusion was unavoidable. 3I ATLAS wasn't behaving like a comet trying to survive the sun. It was behaving like something responding to it. No speculation followed. No interpretation was added. Just raw data. China uploaded the blackout files without commentary. Within hours, astronomers around the world downloaded them. The Minor Planet Center recalculated the orbit. Orbital uncertainty collapsed from 25 arcseconds to just 5. The hyperbolic trajectory was confirmed with unprecedented precision. But the most unsettling detail wasn't the orbit. It was directionality. The coma elongation wasn't random noise. It was coherent. Structured. Purposeful. Almost signal-like. A response pattern triggered by solar exposure. When Chinese and Western datasets merged, the unified timeline told one story. A carbon dioxide-dominated object with no matching thermal history. A nucleus too small to generate the observed coma naturally. Dust-to-gas ratios outside solar system norms. Brightness curves inconsistent with passive melting. Structural changes occurring only during observational blind spots. This wasn't a random rock from another star. It was a phenomenon. China's data doesn't speculate. It doesn't accuse. It simply shows one fact. 3I ATLAS behaved differently when only one nation was watching. It brightened when no one else could measure it. Reshaped its tail when only one hemisphere had eyes on it. Responded to sunlight with precision, not chaos. And that is what unsettled the scientific community. The fear was never impact. The fear was intent. Not hostility. Not invasion. Purpose. Because comets don't react selectively. They don't activate during blind spots. They don't change behavior on demand. Systems do. We didn't just detect an interstellar object. We detected an interstellar event. Something that knew when it wasn't being watched. Something that used absence as opportunity. Something that left coherence where chaos should have been. And now, as 3I ATLAS continues its silent passage through our solar system, One truth remains impossible to ignore. The universe noticed us first. And it knows when we look away.